I'm the late one this time. Sorry for the last minute start. I know I should have probably mentioned it sooner, but yeah. I'm glad we could be here together today and spend time together. I trust you're here to apologize about Marvin. Yeah. I'm sorry. No Marvins were harmed in the making of Titanfall 2. Nope, none. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello. I hope everyone's day is going good. I just want to spend some time with you. I kind of need some company. If you don't mind spending your hour or hours with me? Hello. It's still morning? Wow. Wakey. Arya. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm doing as okay as I can be. But yeah. I hope everyone else is doing okay. I did try to eat something before stream. I ate a little bit of spaghetti. But I didn't eat a lot of spaghetti, but I ate a little bit of spaghetti. Wow, how is my voice? My voice is doing okay. I'm just kind of... I haven't said a word all day, so I'm trying to warm up my throat. Ooh, toast with Nutella? Wow. You know, I actually haven't had Nutella in a really long time. Onyx, thank you so much for joining Wingman. Thank you. Arya. I hope everyone is doing good though. I know I was late today and I apologize for that. I will try my best to not be late, but this week I most likely will have a lot of inconsistencies with my streams, so I hope that's alright with you guys. Of course, please feel free to go please feel free to go and spend your time elsewhere. Since I will be really inconsistent this week anyways, but I do appreciate you guys coming and spending time with me. If you haven't noticed, I have Jojo here. Of course, I know he's your Kamiyoshi. But I thought this stream I would just keep him. Because I need him. I need him today. So I hope it's okay that he's there. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo. But yeah, we never not noticed Jojo. Very true. He is always there pretty much the whole time. But yeah, I hope we could still have some fun with some comfy chatting. I know it's not like anything crazy, but yeah, I hope that maybe later I'll have some energy to play. I don't know. play some Apex or something, but I don't think I'll be able to handle doing that on stream this week at least. But yeah, good morning. That's why this week, for this week's schedule, I put some fun games, and also I'm really excited to watch Party, the esports World Cup. I was really excited to be able to have the opportunity to watch Party it, and I hope that I could practice my casting abilities as well in some way and make it at least some sort of entertainment for you guys, or entertaining for you guys to watch with me. I know I haven't really spoken about my thoughts on many like pro teams or anything quite yet, but I hope I can be able to, talk about things. But if I'm honest with you, ever since all of the roster changes happened, I actually haven't been able to keep up with everything. So there's gonna be some like new things or changes that even I don't even know much about. So I hope I can get caught up by then. Yeah. Don't damage your throat before Esports World Cup. Yeah, that's actually a reason why I took Wednesday off, because I didn't want to talk on Wednesday, so I would be able to save my voice for casting. Who are you rooting for though? Gosh, I don't know. I'm not rooting for anyone in particular, if that makes sense. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a basic choice, but like, of course, Falcons, like, they're going to probably pop off, but I don't really root for people in particular. I kind of root for everybody in a way, but I also root for like a team while I watch, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I just kind of like root for everyone. Though I did see some news that apparently one team actually is not able to make it, which is really sad. They weren't able to make it and they're not going to be able to play, but yeah, I saw the news of that and I got really sad. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I root for underdog, but I also root for like people that I know are going to play good too. So yeah, and also like I am kind of interested to see like a multi-million-dollar team compete, if that makes sense, because for Falcons at least, like I know that they spent like millions to get them all together. So I do want to see how they compete, I guess, on LAN especially, right? Is it not? It's going to be on LAN, right? So, or is it? It is, right? I'm not stupid, right? I totally forgot. But I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah. Ohio. Yeah, it is. Okay. For some reason I was like, is it? But I knew it was, but I was like, is it? Just to like make sure. But all the Falcon players were free agents, so only their contracts cost. Technically, yes, but at the same time, like, they still had the opportunity to, like, re-sign. Like, I'm pretty sure, especially Hal had the opportunity to re-sign with TSM, but he chose not to. So, I think that's, like, what's important, too, is, like, especially also Dark Zero. I'm not really sure about Dark Zero much, but it's pretty interesting that they all were convinced to leave and, like, team up together. But I'm not gonna lie, I will miss the rivalry between Zero and Hal. I think that's why I really liked watching that, because it was a really big like rivalry, like it was a really big contentious like thing in ALGS to watch like TSM versus Dark Zero like face off, but now that they're on the same team, it's kind of like, oh, like, okay, they're just friends now, so who's the next team? Yeah, it is gonna be very missed, Very much missed. Not on YouTube, but on Twitch there will be drops for sure. Well, yeah, there probably will be. Yeah, unfortunately YouTube doesn't have drops, but you have me. I don't know if that's a consolation prize, but you'll have me watching it with you. Not me trying to bait you guys to watch it with me instead. But yeah. The banter between Zero and Hell right now is pretty much because they're still trying to one-up each other. Yeah, it is there, but it's like not the same, you know? Because I feel like there was some sort of like PlayStation versus Xbox moment, you know what I mean? When it came to when it came to TSM and Dark Zero. It was there with Energy when Sweet was on it for a little bit, but not really, you know? Best drop? I want to know what the drops are though. Did they say? I really wish I could get them on my account. Oh well. Yeah, like it always feels like that. So like the fact that they're on the same team is kind of like, like there's not gonna be really like, I feel like there's not gonna be like that much like banter between them, if that makes sense, as much as before. Sweet and LG has been doing pretty decently lately. Yeah, I'm actually like, I'm kind of like feeling bittersweet about Sweet going to LG, to be honest, because I feel like I really did like LG's original team with Yanya on it. So I'm happy that they did get picked up by another team like Liquid Alienware, but it's still kind of like bittersweet, I guess, just because I feel like I really liked Yanya on LG and like their performance. They were kind of like the underdogs for me at the time, so I really liked watching them perform as well. But yeah. I mean, I could say the same thing with what happened to Sentinels, right? Sentinels with Lou and Senox and Crust, they were like my absolute favorites. But then obviously like Sentinels left Apex for that bit, and then yeah. That's why I never really like roster changes. I get so attached to people on the org or on the team that I get so sad when they leave, you know? But yeah, who are my top favorite M&K players so far? That's pretty tough. I think right now Sangjun is one of my favorites. I mean, his movement is just so clean, and he won ALGS, right? So like, yeah, I feel like he just has a lot of potential that's not even unlocked quite yet. Even though he won, like I feel like he has way more, like he could like go way higher, you know? Is Monday still with TSM? I don't know. I believe so, but I am not 100% sure on that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I was really happy that Triple M&K won. To be honest with you, lately there really hasn't been much like M&K talent, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't seen like new talent up and rising aside from like Reject Winity, you know? But yeah. Oh, he's not? Oh, okay. His contract ran out as well. Yeah, I don't remember because I don't really keep up with the content creator side. But yeah. Yeah, Yuka F is also pretty good. I think also, I think for me, probably Hollow. I know he's not a pro player, but like he's like an ex-pro, but I think I just really love Hollow's aim. That's like one thing I've always wanted. I like aspire to have aim as good as theirs. It's just like very smooth and just really, really like, I don't know, consistent, you know? I did watch that PK clip. He's insane. Good evening. Ohayo. Arya. Hello. But yeah, It's hard to get new MK players that aren't IGLs. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like in general, IGLing is very difficult, but also like that's why it kind of has to go to the MK player, because the roller players just need to like focus on shooting at that point, you know? But yeah. Ohayo, ohayo. But yeah, I really do love their aim as well. I mean, it's just like something about it, you know? It's just something about it. NA still has that mentality of needing two roller per team. Yeah, I mean, I understand why though, right? Because when we look at like the statistics of even like things like R5, you are statistically more consistent on roller, so it makes sense for pro players or pro teams to look at roller players, because they're just in general more consistent than like way more consistent than MK players ever could be realistically. And it is really strong. Exactly. Arya. But yeah, like with R5, you could see that like the percentages of how consistent people are on roller is like 40% plus, like 40+%, maybe 47 or something. But with M&K, it's very low in comparison. It's like 28 or something like that. So yeah, naturally, it just makes sense that pro players or pro teams in general would look for more rollers, like roller players. But yeah, yeah. I'm happy though whenever like pro teams do take a chance and like do pick up M&K players, because I think it just like is trying to break free from that meta in a way, and I really do appreciate it as an M&K player myself, you know? Yeah, consistency really does rule the day, you know? Still shocked that Apex will be on Epic? Yeah, I was confused when I saw that. I thought it was a troll at first, but I wonder if that's gonna be more helpful for like new players to join. But I wonder, I really do wonder. I don't know if you guys also saw, but apparently they are going to be fixing the matchmaking again, the SBMM. They're gonna be like adjusting it again. And I'm kind of worried about it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm kind of worried about it. Yeah, they were talking about how the core player is like has improved. So like the core players have in general just like improved over time. So the skill level is way higher than it used to be. So they're gonna be like adjusting the SBMM to account for that. But in hearing that, I'm pretty scared. I'm pretty scared. Let me get some water real quick. Hold on, I'm going so far. Going very far. I'm coming back. I'm on my way back. Going back. There we go. Getting some water. What? Speaking about water, did you guys know that I drink my water from a mug? Apparently that's weird. Apparently a lot of people think that you cannot drink water from a mug, but I think that drinking water from a mug is amazing. I love it. That's normal? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was talking to somebody like a few weeks ago, and they heard me like pour water into a cup, and they were like, you don't drink like water bottles or anything? And I was like, no, I just like poured it in my mug. And they were like, mug? Isn't that only for like coffee or tea? And I was like, no, like, can you not drink water from a mug? And then they started saying that, no, you can't, like, you have, like, mugs are strictly for coffee and not for water. Yeah, I use a filter for tap water as well. That's what I was saying. You can drink water from any vessel. That's what I thought so too, you know? You could throw big ice cubes in it. Why are they hating? That's what I'm saying. I don't like ice though. I feel like, oh, sorry. I feel like people who can like eat ice or drink ice are like the same type of people that don't mind scratching on a chalkboard. I feel like it's the same thing, and I don't know how people do it. I hate ice, and I don't really love cold water. Personally, I'm more of a fan of like room temp water, but that's just me. That's just me. That is just me. I just like if I'm drinking something cold, I would rather it without the ice. So like if I was drinking lemonade, like cold lemonade, I would just put it in the freezer. Not the freezer, sorry. I would put it in the fridge, and then I would just drink it cold, but I wouldn't add ice to it necessarily, you know? Eating ice is weird. No, I just think it's like, ooh, you know? Like I get chills when I hear people crunching on ice. Crushed ice, sure, but biting fresh ice is kind of it's kind of crazy. Yeah, like that, like I'm just saying in general, like I hate ice. And like ice is actually so like has so much bacteria in it, especially if you get it from like outside, like a fast food restaurant or a restaurant in general. They like use the ice makers and they don't clean them. And they just don't clean them. So it's like, yeah, maybe I don't want bacteria in my ice, you know? I make my own ice in the freezer. Yeah, that's fine. Like at home ice is totally fine, but yeah. Yeah, me too. I always ask for soda or like water without ice. I always do. I'm like, oh, can I just have water with no ice, please? And they're always like, they never seem to be like mad about it. So I'm like pretty happy about that. I hate eyes. Yeah, I hate eyes. Do you drink room temperature soda? No, I do like my soda cold, but like I don't like putting ice in it. I just like it cold. But I have drank room temperature like cola before. Or like soda before. It's not terrible. It's bearable. But it's not terrible. It's not like my favorite thing, you know? I do put soda in my mug. I actually do drink soda out of a mug as well. Fanta is the best soda, no cap. I actually have not had Fanta in a long time, but I had something called Crush. I think I like that more than Fanta myself, but I don't mind Fanta. Like I'm like a fan of most sodas. I don't really like dislike a soda, if that makes sense, you know? But there is something that I was confused about, which is you know, like Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, and like everybody talks about it at Taco Bell and everything. I don't understand what the hype is. What is the hype about it? I don't understand. Yeah, like what is the hype about Baja Blast? Like I had it and I feel like it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I don't feel like it's like amazing, you know? Pepsi or Coke? Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you one thing though. I actually did the official like Pepsi versus Coke test. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those booths or like that advertising thing that they used to do, but there was like a bunch of booths set up like around the whole like country or something, and I like came across one and I did it, and I was able to tell very easily like which one was which, but they didn't have a prize to give me, so they were handing out t-shirts to everybody. Okay, everybody else, they got like a t-shirt for like Coke or Pepsi or whatever, right? And they ran out of t-shirts to give out right when it was my turn. Literally right as it was my turn, they ran out. So you know what they gave me, guys? You want to know what I got for my Coke and Pepsi reward. As for guessing, you'll never believe it. You'll never guess. They gave me, come closer, come closer, come closer. They gave me a bag of pistachios. A bag of pistachios. Yep. Yep. Straight up. They were like, hey, we have nothing else to give you. Do you want here, take the bag of pistachios. And I was like, okay. And it was literally a bag that was like very small. Like you could tell an employee brought it over as their like little snack throughout the day. So it wasn't opened or anything. It was just like literally like a bag of pistachios. And then they just were like, here, take it. And we just had a bag of pistachios. We just took it. We're like, okay. Okay, thanks. Oh, nice. Yeah, they just gave me the leftovers of their lunch that they didn't want. They gave me a literal bag of pistachios. Hi, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. That was definitely someone's snack. It definitely was. Like, I could just tell. But yeah. Well, I know this is way off topic, but I can't wait to see you show up on Sumine's next public morals check stream. I wonder where you would be placed. Wow, Sumine senpai is so kawaii. I hope I would be able to be blessed with her presence someday. Actually, speaking of JP senpais, recently I've been kind of like I like to say I'm ratting, but recently I've been kind of ratting in a lot of their chats and just like snooping around and visiting them when they're live. Because I am also a stream watcher too, even though I don't understand. I just like watching the gameplay, you know? So if you ever see me in those chats, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Treat me as if I'm just another chatter, please. Because I remember I was actually watching Noah senpai. She was playing in the Apex tournament. That was like literally like a day ago, right? Or like almost 2 days ago at this point. But I was watching her play in the tournament, and I would literally just typed like, oh, like, you know, like nice fight, or like GG, you know? And I didn't want to disturb her at all. I was literally just a watcher and a lurker. I was just ratting in the chat. Yeah, ASGS. And then I noticed like people were like, like Arya, and I was like, guys, don't disturb her. She's in a tournament, please. Please treat me as if I'm not even there. Treat me as if I'm invisible, okay? I'm just watching just as everyone else is. I don't want to like disturb Noah senpai. Yeah, I need an alt account now. I need to make an alt account just so I could be like a normal chatter. But yeah, I've just been like lurking in their chats because I just think they're so cute. So and I'm really interested to get to know them more. I just really wish that I could communicate better. But so far, the easiest person to understand out of all JP senpais, like their JP, is Toto senpai. Toto senpai speaks so like calm and eloquent. It's so nice. I'm able to like understand her. Only like some words, right? Like I will never be able to understand her fully just because I don't know Japanese. But out of all the people that I have disturbed on stream, I've been able to understand her the most. Yeah. She really does. She talks very like clearly and paces herself, and she's just very calm. Even when she's like playing a game, she's never really like speaking super fast or quickly. Yeah, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah. Wow, I hope so too. Yeah, you know? So, like, if you, here's a tip if you guys ever want to learn JP through the JP senpais, I recommend personally Toto senpai because she is very easy to understand. She makes me want to learn JP as soon as possible so I can at least say hi. So I can at least understand. But I was watching Noah Senpai's POV, and I did kind of understand like the comms that they were saying together. So that was also really good as well. That I was able to understand like Apex comms. I still have to get used to it, but I swear there's this like, I don't know, there's this like word or sentence that they say that sounds like my name. And I don't know what it is that they're saying. It's definitely not my name, but it always catches me off guard. And I really wanted to know what they were saying. Because it sounds like my name, but it's not my name. It's like a sentence or something that they say. And they like say it pretty often when they're playing. Me too. And like, maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe. EN callouts did eventually bleed into the JP scene, which I'm kind of thankful for. I really hope that more EN callouts do eventually like kind of reach the JP scene, because then I would be able to like, you know, I feel like I'd be able to like understand more. But yeah, I don't know, it always feels like they're saying something that I'm like, is that me? Are they, like, oh, my eyes are itchy, sorry. Addie and I, that might be it. That honestly might be it. I have to find like a specific like area in which that they say it, but arimasu ka? Yeah, maybe it's that too. Like they're, cause like they use ari, like ari, and it sounds like obviously like Arya, right? But like, I'm like, like at first when I first like went into an Apex stream and they were saying things like that, I was like, are they talking about me? I was like, there's no way they're talking about me, right? I didn't even say anything. I didn't even type. Did they like see me somehow? But then obviously I knew that they were just like talking about the game. But I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I chose the wrong name. Maybe my name is like detrimental because now I constantly think that they're saying my name, you know? Oh, do they do it when they're enemies? I don't know. I honestly, they just say it to say it sometimes. I don't know. I have to really think of it. Like think of a, like I have to really go back and timestamp a moment. Hareta means shield break. Ah. Letting an eye means there's nothing. Maybe. Oh, wait, that's actually, I never knew that. Wareta means shield break? Ah. Ah. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. Delulu is real. No, seriously, the Delulu was real. At first I was like, there's no way that they're saying my name. Like, I didn't even say anything to begin with, you know? Arimatsu, there is / something exists, so maybe it's that? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. So I hope that I'll be able to learn it. But then, see, I can't just say cracked. I feel like I need to say it in JP, like, way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it would be like. Kuraku. I don't know, like, really what it would be, but yeah, like, I feel like I would need to say it in a, JP intonation or something, just so, like, they would, like, understand. But I feel like just using the actual JP word would be better, you know? What? Mekalo? Huh? Wait, really? Wait. The thing is okay, I don't know, this is probably like something that's just like from me and my perspective, but I feel like JP callouts take too long to say sometimes. Like, I feel like cracked is very easy to be like, oh, like he's cracked, you know what I mean? Or like wareta, it makes sense too, but saying like I'ma break, you know what I mean? Like I'ma break, like, or I'ma kuraku is like too like long. So I feel like in like a sense, it would be hard for me to like communicate unless I'm like very quick with it, you know? Their numbers are what I don't like. Hatsuju instead of 80 is... Yeah. I wouldn't be able to understand. I would not be able to understand. They would have to just say like 1 HP or half. Like hafu. Like I would not be able to understand. Or like cracked. Like don't tell me any numbers because like I just cannot. You know? They do say Niku and one guy is flesh. Okay. That's good to know too. Is it? Oh, Niku, cause like, isn't that like meat? Is that not meat? Cause flesh, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's funny. That's actually funny. I didn't know it was like that literal. That is the same. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I would just need like the most basic baby comms. Like I would need like 1 HP, Niku, cracked, you know, like wareta or like Niku or like, you know what I mean? Like something like that. And like that's it. And like half. That's it. Nothing else. I don't need any information. And then obviously just the name. Just like Gibby or you know, Wraith, you know, Octane. Aww. And like I know like kore wa is like over there, or is it like come here? I think I forgot if it's like come here or over here. Like kore, you know what I mean? Like come here or over there. I forget which one it is. I always mix it up. Kore is here. Okay. Or this? Okay. Yeah. Gas OG. Okay. Grandpa gas. Koti. Yeah. Koko here, kore here, or this? Wow. I know, right? Chad is becoming sensei right now. Wow. I need to like make a note of this later. That's smart to know. Any pronoun with ko means local to the speaker. I see. I know, we really need a Duolingo stream with this. We really do. Reisu, yeah, it is Reisu, but it's hard because like I know that they have different names for each legend, right? I mean, like not each legend, but they have different names. Like it's kind of like Pokemon, how like Pokemon have different names in JP than they do in English. Duolingo, but it's just Apex comms. That would be a really fun stream actually to do that, where it's just like Duolingo, but like someone just teaching me Apex comms. But yeah, Gas OG. That is pretty funny. Yeah, but I get so embarrassed. There was this one time where I tried to speak JP and I mispronounced things really bad, and someone like laughed at me for it. So ever since then, I've just not said anything in JP aside from things that I really know how to pronounce. So, yeah. So that's why I'm like scared to do streams where I'm like practicing my comms out loud. I really hope that I could have like some sort of like JP mentor, if that makes sense. A JP mentor that helps me learn JP. That we play Apex for hours on hours and they just teach me like JP, you know? Okay guys, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I will BRB, okay? 1 second. Sorry, so sorry. I'm back. So sorry. Sorry. My mom needed me. Really quickly. Yeah. Tadaima. It did. She's just staying there overnight because they just want to make sure everything is okay. But she just called me because she just wanted to like check up on me, but also yeah. But she also wanted to like tell me that she's okay. But thank you for being patient with me. Wow, I'm such a crybaby. I'm such a crybaby. I'm like, why are you calling me and asking me if I'm okay? Are you okay? Yeah, she's doing okay. I am a baby. I cry at the slightest things. Even when I had, like parent-teacher conferences in school, I would always be like a really big challenge for me to not cry. Like they could say like the most positive things like, oh yeah, like Arya is the most talented student and she was doing great and doing this and that, But even if they're complimenting me, I still tear up and I cry. I don't know why. It's just always been like that for me. I used to do this competition with myself where I would just like challenge myself to not cry. And at the end of the parent-teacher conference, my throat would be like burning up because I'm trying to hold back crying from so badly. Because I'm such a crybaby. I cry at the slightest of things, so yeah, it really is a challenge impossible. Like you would see me with like the most straight face like this, and then there's just like a tear running down my face, and they're like, are you okay? And I just can't talk because if I talk I'll just burst out into tears, so I'm just like it is an eternal struggle. Yeah, the dam will break, exactly. Oh, the wall will break. But yeah, she's silly. But she'll be home tomorrow, so But yeah, for a second I thought she needed something, so I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna Uber all the way there. I don't care. I'm gonna go. I'll leave you guys on BRB for the whole stream. I don't care. I'll go. But yeah, she was like, no, I just wanted to check up on you. I was like, okay. Even though I'm actually very terrified of, like Ubers or just other drivers in general, because I actually almost had like a near-death experience in one, so I'm kind of scared about that. I'm kind of scared of them, but I would do it. I would risk my fear if that meant, if she needed me, I would risk my fear, okay? I guess you don't know how to drive? I do know how to drive. I'd never drive, but I know how to. After I got my driver's license, I just was like, yippee! I don't ever have to drive again! Yippee! And I just never looked back. I'm an esteemed passenger princess. I refuse to drive. You did one-shot the test? I did one-shot everything. Yeah, I actually did not fail any tests. But in saying that, I still refuse to drive. No, it has not expired. It has not expired. But I refuse to drive because I don't like being responsible for other people, but also another thing is I don't like paying attention to driving. You have to pay attention to so many things, and I like being in the car and never paying attention. I just zone out really easily when I just look out the window and I'm just chilling and stuff, but driving forces you to pay attention, so I can't do that. Exactly. I also just don't trust myself in a car. Exactly. It's I know I can do it and I know I passed, but I just think that it's better off for me and society if I do not drive personally, Just pretend you're driving a Trident. I don't think that that's a good idea because I can't drive the Trident good either. Yeah, it's way too stressful for me to drive, and also bike lanes and bikers in general make me mad. They make me mad because not because they do something, but because
I can't see them. Like, I know you have to, they're like in your blind spot all the time, and they don't have their own lane because they're always in the lane with you. And like, I can't focus on them because like it just makes me upset. Like, I'm just like, oh, like, I want to make a right turn. Am I gonna randomly hit some guy on a bike? You know? Like, I have to check like extra, double, triple times, you know? And it's like, aww. You know what I always wondered though? Okay, this is one thing that I've always wondered when it comes to bikes being on the road. And this is just like out of curiosity. But why do bikes, like if bikes are also on the road and they have to abide by road rules, why do bikes always try to pass cars? You know what I mean? Like, why do bikes always pass cars? Because like I feel like bike riders, like every time they're like, you know, like we have to like slow down for them and like make sure not to like, you know, like make sure to, if we do want to pass them, we have a lot of space to like pass them and stuff. But like bike people, when it's like a red light, they just like go through everybody. They do not care. And I'm like, wait, I thought you guys are supposed to follow the rules like us. but like, it's out of curiosity though, more so than that, because I'm just like, is that safe for them to do that? Because I don't know if it's safe or not. Because then I feel like the driver would still be at fault if something happened, even if the bike did, like, was the person that tried to cut them off or something in that way. I don't know if that makes sense. They're riding bikes and it's not motorized. That's true. That is true. That is true. But yeah, it's more out of curiosity, not like out of hate or anything. Like, I don't like necessarily hate people who are on bikes, because if you think about it, people who are on bikes are technically saving the environment by being on a bike. So I can't really like fault them for that. It's just that I'm always curious about like what laws and rules apply to them aside from cars, you know? Rather see them in front than behind me, not gonna lie. Yeah, but see, that's the thing too. It's like, if they're in front of you, you have to drive like extra slow because they're bike riders. So like, they're going obviously slower than a car. So you have to drive very slow around them, you know? Hello. But yeah, I don't know. But it was always interesting to me. And also, I was always worried when they like introduced like how bike people have to go on the road. I was always like worried about that because I was more so worried about their safety. I feel like, how is it less safe for a bike guy to be on the sidewalk than on the road? I never understood that. Because have you seen those like people who ride bikes? They like swerve from the road to the sidewalk to back to the road to the sidewalk to the road. Like, what's the point in that versus just like being on the sidewalk? I really highly doubt that there's that many people that are walking on the sidewalk for like a typical bike rider to just like pass through, you know? It is less safe for the pedestrian on the sidewalk. That's true. That's true. I did not think about that. Oh, yes, you're also right. The gutters are also a big problem. That is true. But are bikes really going that fast? I guess I've never like heard of like a pedestrian, like a bike on pedestrian crime. I've never heard of one, but you're right. It probably does happen. It may be illegal for bike. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is illegal, but I was always wondering why. True. Some bike riders go really fast. You're correct. Ohayo gozaimasu. Arya. Good morning. Would you rather have unlimited Miss Vicky's jalapeno or unlimited chips but no Miss Vicky's? I think I would rather have unlimited Miss Vicky's jalapeno because that's like the supreme flavor. Why do I feel called out for being a cyclist? No, this is not being called out, okay? I'm just very curious because, like, I've never, like, experienced it. Oh, you did get, Oh, you did get hit by a bike when you were a child? I'm so sorry. Okay, now I understand the bike on pedestrian crime. I understand now. But yeah, no, poor driving is never an excuse. Like, it's just poor driving. I don't think it has to do with them being on a bike or them being in a car. I think poor driving is just poor, like, yeah. Poor driving is always just poor driving in general, you know, regardless of what medium of transportation it is. I think it's just, you know, just the decision making. Their game sense is off, guys. Their game sense is not good. No bueno. But yeah, I was thinking that too, because I've seen roads where they have like genuine, like separate, they have like a bike lane, then a sidewalk lane, then a road. And I think those ones work the best, but obviously you can't do that with every road just because it would take way too long to reconstruct every road. But those ones are ultimately, I think, the safest ones out of all of them, you know? The dog is a better driver than Arya. Yeah, actually, if you guys didn't know, Jojo actually likes to take me out on rides. He actually drives. His feet can't really reach the pedals that well, but he tries his best. But he's actually a really great driver. That's why I've been blessed to be a passenger princess, because Jojo just drives me everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Given pedal extenders, yeah, actually, I was thinking about that. I was thinking I should just like tie his feet to the pedals so he could just like, with like pedal extenders, so he could just like have an easier time maneuvering, you know? Yeah, Jojo drives better than me. For all intents and purposes, this is a joke, okay? For all intents and purposes, please know and be understood that this is a joke. My dog does not actually drive. Please do not try this at home. Any children watching, thank you. Sorry, I feel like I had to say that because I feel like maybe the message would not be clear. Is it though? Jojo does not need opposable thumbs to drive better. Yeah, exactly. You can't trick me. Jojo's definitely your driver. No, I swear. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke, right? Right, guys? Right? But yes, I'm totally not joking. I'm totally not joking. I'm gonna report her anyways. No, please, no, don't do that. No, it's not like they're gonna believe you anyways. So sorry, I had to slide in a Twilight ream. I had to do it. Do you think Jojo could be? I don't think so. I think Jojo is a nice leisure driver. He's like a nice old man driver. But he drives very safe. I don't trust people who drive unsafe. Like, I don't like being in a car with people that I don't trust. You know? Like, when I was younger and like people were starting to get their driver's licenses, I went out to get food with one of them, and that was like very traumatic for me because I was so scared and their driving was not the best. So I was like, oh my god, we're gonna die. I like strapped the seatbelt on me so tight. I even had it to where, like, you know, like how like you come forward really quickly with the seatbelt and it like has a stopper. I made sure that it was already stopped and I was just like kind of like, you know, strapped in because I was so scared. I was so scared, but I really wanted some chicken nuggets. So I was like, I need to get food, but I'm very terrified. And I wanted like a poutine as well. So I was like, I'm very hungry, But was I really willing to risk my life for some chicken nuggets and poutine? Was I? I guess I was. Yeah. I was locked in. Yeah, I was literally like strapped in, buckled up, just like the perk from the hit game Dead by Daylight. Sorry. But yeah. I really did. I did go through something traumatic. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. But I am definitely not beautiful or gorgeous, but thank you so much. Thank you for thinking that. What the plug was that? That was really good, okay? One day I really hope that if I have a sponsor or sponsors, I'd be able to like segue in very easily like that, just to like make you guys mad, because I think it's funny. I've always wanted to do that. Have you met your therapist after the accident? No, I actually never went to a therapist ever, but I've always been curious about what they would think about me. I've been always very curious because I have a lot of traumatic stories, but I just kind of go through life like, like it probably happens to other people too, you know? You know? But then I guess like it doesn't happen to a lot of people, but yeah, my dog drives better than me, and that feels great. Okay. Wait, really? Wait, I never knew that. Oh. Okay, I will be sure not to do that anymore. I was not aware that they actually were that smart with cars these days. I'm not really a car person. I just like assume that like I guess with older cars you would just do it and have it there in case, you know? But that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I did not know that at all. Modern ones are not like that. Modern ones are too smart for my like sense, I feel like. Yeah, I just like bury it. I just like save it for later, you know? It's like I compartmentalize the trauma and then I think about it in a funny way afterwards, you know? Like I think about it like, oh yeah, remember when this thing happened? Haha, wasn't that really funny? Good thing it's over now, you know? No, I will not dump anything onto you guys. They will be funny stories, if anything. Hello. But yeah. The Prindle is crazy. I love that scene of Zach and Cody. Oh my god. Where London Tipton and Mr. Mosby are like talking about the Prindle. That's like one of my all-time favorite scenes. Yeah. Hi. No, I did not. I really did not. I was just sharing a story. You got the sweet life. Would you rather go into a self-driving car or a driver you don't know to go to a place you... Oh, that's a good question. Ooh, I think I would still take the risk of it being a driver that I don't know versus a self-driving car. I think self-driving cars are a little bit too uncanny valley for me in a way. Like, I don't really like it. And like, those cars are very scary. Like, I know that they're programmed very well, probably, but like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, there's always gonna be a scenario or a situation where the robot is not programmed for that scenario or situation versus a human and just a human being having like a reaction time towards, you know? Like, That's why, like, I personally wouldn't trust them, but yeah. What if the driver's eating ice cubes? Oof. That's a tough bargain. That is a really tough bargain. That is a really tough bargain. But yeah, you know, I don't know, like, I think they have the potential in the future to be really good, but right now, as the current technology is still very new, I am personally scared of that. I am personally scared. Are you suggesting that I should talk to another human being? If you value your safety, then yes. Yeah, driving in this economy, no way. No way. But personally, like, I don't know. Cars are just kind of, I don't know. They are pretty scary, though. They are pretty scary. But they are cool. I will say that they are cool, but they are just scary. But yeah. Sorry. Another thing I saw was that, have I ever been hitchhiking? And no, I have not been hitchhiking ever before. I don't think I would ever go hitchhiking like that, but yeah, I have been on road trips before. I know it is definitely not the same thing, but I have been on road trips before, and I do like road trips. I actually think I like road trips not more than just like flying somewhere, but I think they have their own sense of fun depending on who you go with, you know? Like, I feel like they have this kind of like chill feeling that I like versus like being on a plane. But road trips are fun. So I've been road tripping, but never hitchhiking, and I don't think I would ever hitchhike. I am not an adventurous person. Good morning, Arya. So you trust the road more than a plane? I do trust the road more than planes, yeah. I really don't like airplanes. I don't like being in them. I don't like the feeling of it. I hate being in airplanes because I always feel sick. Like, ever since the second I go into the air, or like the plane is like leaving the, like, you know, I start getting a massive headache, and I just like feel really lethargic. And then until I land. And then after I land, I still feel that way for like a good day or so. So that's why I personally like road trips more, because it's just more calming. Like, if you're ever bored, you could just like park somewhere and go somewhere and just like, you know, like park somewhere along the way and like take a break, you know? But on a plane, you're stuck in a seat for like God knows how long, you know? Yeah, it does suck. And I don't know why it is. I think it's just like the pressure change, but like there was a time where I was in a plane and I genuinely thought I was going to pass away, because like I had this like pressure or headache, or like this like vein that felt like it was about to pop. It was like sharp pain in my head, and I couldn't breathe. I literally like could not breathe. And I genuinely thought, oh, it's like over. Like, I'm just gonna faint, and nobody's even gonna notice, and I'm just gonna die, like on this plane right here, right now, you know? Yawning works for me. That's why I actually yawn a lot. It's because I'm trying to catch more air. Like right now, and I was trying to yawn really hard, but like, it's not pressure. It wasn't pressure in my ears. It was like pressure in my head, and I don't know why it was happening. And then we landed, and it like all went away, and like slowly went away, and I felt way better. But there was a really hot second there, like we were like stuck in the air. You know, like how airplanes have to go like in a circle a few times because they're waiting for like the air control to like tell them that they're okay to land. So we were like in the air for like a good 20 minutes just waiting for them to say, yeah, you guys can land now, you know? And it was at that moment that I realized something was wrong. And I just like kind of sunk into my chair and I just looked like I was about to die. I looked like there was something going on, you know? You made me tired? I'm sorry. Yeah, I would not be able to be a pilot. Nope, no sorry. But on more positive news, when I was on my way to Disney World when I was younger, I ate so much cup noodle on the plane because I thought it was free that I also got sick on the plane. But I made a world record. I had like 3 cup noodles or 4 on a plane on like I don't even know. 4? No, it was way longer. I don't even know what kind of hours that was. I was like literally so young that I don't even remember how long. Maybe it was like, I don't even know. Like 10? I don't know. No, not 10. It was definitely not 10. Yeah, I thought they were free. I thought the cup noodles were free. They were not free. I think my parents paid like, I don't even know how much. They paid like so much for like some cup noodle and I couldn't even finish the last one. Literally like, I think I got to the 4th one, like halfway through the 4th one. And at that point, I was like, my tummy was rumbling and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I treated that plane like it was my own buffet. I know everybody hated me on that plane because, you know, the smell of cup noodle just radiating off of me because I was young and I didn't realize. But yeah, I'm sorry to all the people that were on that plane that day. I think that they were like, okay, whatever, she's gonna have her cup noodle and it's gonna go away, right? Nope, I ordered another one. Nope, I ordered another one. Nope, I ordered another one. Like, oh god. It was all chicken cup noodle. Oh, the whole plane smelled like chicken cup noodle. This is why I should not have been allowed on a plane when I was younger. I just did not understand. That was you? Okay. I vomited in the luggage rack right behind as the train stopped. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, have you guys ever like vomit? Okay, this is gross, but have you guys ever like vomited in a place that you really did not want to vomit? I vomited. Never mind, I don't want to talk about it. Wait, should I say this? I feel like I always say things that I should not say. Oh god. Oh goodness. Okay. So one day I felt really weird and I had just got into school and I felt really weird at school, okay? And I was like, something is wrong. So I called my mom and my mom was so mad. She was like, she thought I was faking it. She was like, oh, you just got to school. You're just such a faker. You don't even want to go. Like, you're already at school. Like, just like deal with it. Like this and that. And I was like, Mom, please come pick me up. So she like just had gotten home. So she turned around and was coming to pick me up. Okay. But she was so mad at me. She was just like, she thought that I was just trying to skip school, but I was already at school. So why would I try to skip school at that point? You know, like I didn't want to be sick, you know? But anyways, she got to school and I was like, hey mom. And then I seemed okay for the first like 5-10 minutes of like my mom coming and like, you know, signing me out. I seemed fine. So she got mad at me. She's like, you're not really sick. You don't seem sick. You don't even look sick. You just lied. And as we were walking outside and she was literally saying, you're faking it and you're not actually sick, I just projectile vomited on the floor of right outside my school. I just projectile vomited right in front of the school doors. And then I just looked at her and she looked at me and was like, just get in the car. And I was so embarrassed, but we didn't tell anybody. So there was just vomit on the floor. Like, we forgot to tell anybody that there was vomit there. So I wonder if people were like, ew, what is this? Yeah, at least it was outside, but still. Yeah, she probably really was. Yeah, because I was sick, so I was like loopy. I didn't even know what was going on. I had just thrown up. I just got in the car and I didn't say anything. And I think my mom was just so mad at me, but also like mad at herself for thinking that I was faking it, that she just was like, oh, like just get in the car, you know? But yeah. Did she ever doubt me after that? You know what? No, she actually never did doubt me after that moment. Like, every time I told her I genuinely feel sick, she just like would be like, okay, whatever, just stay home. So yeah. I gave her proof. She asked for proof, guys. She asked for proof. I just had to provide. Was it awkward in the car? Yeah, she was like side-eyeing me the entire road home, like mad at me, but also like kind of can't say anything because it's not like I was lying, you know? Yeah, I got the receipts right there. It's on the ground. Was it a long ride? It was like a good 20 minutes. It was like a good 15, 20 maybe. Yeah. It just be like that sometimes, you know? I once puked because I saw a kid puke. You know what though? That happens really frequently, I believe. That happens very frequently. Yeah, she probably wasn't mad at me. She was just concerned, but it was kind of like, I think she was just annoyed. She was probably annoyed that it didn't happen earlier, like at home. So then she didn't have to like drive me to school, you know? So I think that was what it is. Cause she hated going back and forth from driving to and from school, you know? Cause I wouldn't take the bus, so. He brought a paper bag. I didn't. I never threw up anywhere because that was the first time in my life where I genuinely did not have control over my body. And that felt really like shit. That felt really shit. Like usually I feel like you have control over your like body and how you feel before something like that happens. So in my life up until that moment, I had never experienced not having not being able to control something like that, you know? But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Off topic, but will you do something for the lols or stupid like Apex Switch streams? I do have a lot of plans for doing things like that. With like Apex streams, I am trying to think of like more funny content that I could do as well, but it's kind of difficult because Apex, I feel like, is very a random game on its own, you know? So like, as much as I could try to make it funny, I feel like the game chooses when it's funny, if that makes sense, like by giving me random teammates or things like that. But I do kind of hope that I have funny teammate interactions the most, and I could do like challenges like that. Because you guys do not want to watch me play on the Nintendo Switch. I suck so hard. Like, it's genuinely a challenge for me to be able to kill somebody in that game, you know? But yeah, I had to go to full concentration breathing to stop it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, being not in control of your own body is just like, I feel like the most terrible feeling. Oh god, you peeked in front of a fashion model? Oh no. I feel so sorry for both you and her. What the heck? But yeah, true, I am a pred on Nintendo Switch. Very true. But yeah, when it comes to Apex, I do have plans like that. It's just kind of difficult to plan things just because it requires a lot of thought, if that makes sense. And I hope that I am able to one day have that, like, what's it called? Forethought to plan things. Yeah, it is pretty hard. Switch Apex or horror game? Oh god. Switch on Apex, or Apex on Switch is a horror game. What are you talking about? Kill challenge with controller would be pretty crazy, but I've never actually played on controller myself. So, yeah. But did you guys like the kill challenge? I was thinking about doing similar things, but I don't know. I was thinking about doing more challenges based on like different challenges for different legends, you know? So like getting 100 kills on Wraith without using any ability, like without using Q. Like I could use Portal, but I can't use Phase or something. Or like getting a kill challenge, or like doing a kill challenge on like, I don't know, like Caustic or something without using like barrels or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like doing challenges like that would be really fun. Or playing inverted, but also with that, I have one thing, like I explained before, I lose my sense of how to play the game very easily. So since I'm grinding right now for Masters, or trying to grind for Masters, I'm not gonna promise I'll get it or anything. I still already reached my D2 goal, but since I'm still kind of grinding, I just want to see if it's possible to get Masters by the end of the season. If not though, then I could start doing more fun challenges. But yeah, isn't there a few days left? Yes, this is the last week to get Masters on Apex. But as you guys know, since I also will be taking care of my mom, I won't be able to play the rest of the solo adventure on stream. However, I may or may not have a plan to combat this, in which it requires me to record all of my games. I will be most likely trying to record my games, but I want to make a video of my adventure from the start till getting Masters, like a journey or something. Yeah, like highlights basically, so you guys wouldn't miss anything. And I still really do want to try to get Masters like on stream in particular, but I can't promise this just because, like I said, like I do really want to continue the solo grind, but at the same time, I think taking care of my family is more important in this case, and I will be using my free time to try to rank up. And of course it's still going to be solo, so you guys don't have to worry about that, because I do want to try to challenge myself and do it myself. And I already made it this far, you know? Like D2 is very far. I'm so close. So I have a feeling like I will try my best to do it, but yeah. And as much as I want you guys to be able to be there and watch it with me, it's just sometimes things are just unlucky, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know if it's possible, given the circumstances. But I hope you guys could still cheer me on, and I hope to God that I can get Masters. But yeah, I think it would be really fun if I did some sort of highlight reel where it starts from the beginning of the exact solo, like the rookie to masters challenge. And I think it would be a really cool long form video just for everybody to enjoy. And yeah, but if I don't end up getting it, then I don't end up getting it. That's fine with me as well. But yeah. And I hope that maybe in the future I'll be able to do similar challenges, but I don't know if I could push myself to try to get solo masters again, to be honest with you. I'm very confident and like, I'm very, very confident and like, what's it called? Like, I have no issues getting solo diamond, but it's like what happens after diamond that like really makes me mad. You know what I mean? So, so like, I think, I don't know if besides like this season, I would challenge myself to do it again solo, but, or like fully 100% solo, but yeah, I would still try my best. It really is, especially like the skill disparity between like a D4 player and then like a D2 plus player is very big. And like the fact that you don't really know what like kind of mixed bag you're getting is kind of like difficult. I think in this case, if I personally was Respawn, and I knew that about this skill disparity between like Diamond 4 players and like the Diamond 2 plus players, I think personally, if I was in charge of SBMM in ranking, I would make it so D2 players can only queue, or like randomly, like if you're like solo queuing, D2 players can only queue with other D2 plus players. And that way, you're not kind of getting like a mixed bag as much. But I also understand that there is not that many players that are in D2 plus. So the chances of you getting, you know, fast queues and good games, like good teammates, are gonna be like really hard, right? So, you know, but I think it's just a good suggestion. But yeah, I will try my best though. I really will. I will very much try my very, very best. But yeah, that was just kind of like a little spoiler of things that I've been planning or things that I was thinking about. I hope though that it can work out, but if not, it's okay as well. Play Apex on a vertical monitor. That's actually a really funny challenge. That's actually very creative, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. I think they should change the MMR so you always get big chorizo if he's online. Stop, not big chorizo. Oh gosh. End of the season I would assume is rough in high ranks because a lot of people just play, get really high up. Another thing is too, end of the season is actually very terrible for trying to get masters in particular, because while the lobbies itself may be easier, because so many masters players have already reached masters. And like, you know how a lot of people, including myself, I reach masters and I just do not play ranked anymore. I just don't even try. I just like, okay, I got masters, bye, you know? So I have a feeling since it's end season, teammates are going to be like good teammates particularly are going to be very scarce because so many people have already reached masters that they don't play anymore. So it only kind of leaves like a lot of like stragglers behind, you know? They used to do D2 plus lobbies before season 13 revamp, but they had to lower it to D4 plus because games wouldn't actually pop at all. Yeah, exactly. But that's why it's unfortunate. Like I definitely understand why they do it, but it's just the skill disparity between a D4 player and a D2 plus player is very, very different, I feel like. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but I guess it's like whatever because Apex in itself is a very random game. So, Is there rank decay in Apex? There is not. So there, like, if you just don't play, if you get masters at the very beginning of the season and you don't touch the game, like you just do not touch rank, the entire season, you'll still be masters. There's no decay. The only time that your rank does go down is when the rank actually resets at the split, at the end of the split or season. It's wild to me that they have trouble filling games when there's hundreds of thousands of people online still at any given time. I guess it's because there's so many servers. I think it's a combination of that, but I also think it's a combination of multiple things, right? I think, like, I'm not an SBMM expert, but I think it just has to also do with the fact that the SBMM is having trouble, like, fitting like same or similarly skilled players into one game, if that makes sense. Because I assume there could be like insta games, there could be insta queues, just like in any other game, right? Even in Valorant, there could always be like insta queues because there's thousands of people that are playing Valorant, right? But because of SBMM, they're not going to let a like gold player ever queue up with like a Radiant or like an Ascendant player. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And the only times that it really does happen where, like, for example, like I got a gold player on my team is truly, I feel like, when the game and the SBMM, like, what is it, like, program? Like the algorithm truly has nobody else that it could have paired you up with that would have done better. You know what I mean? Like, they only start putting like mixed skill bag in right when they really could not figure out any, like, the algorithm could not figure out what to do with you anymore. You know what I mean? The badge that they give is the second, from the second split too, even if you're higher rank from first split. Not sure if they've, oh yeah, I think they definitely fixed it this season. But yes, I did not understand why they did that. I felt that was very, disingenuous, personally. Not in a bad way, but I wish it was more clear, because I think I also had soloed, or not soloed, but I also had played and soloed a little bit in that season, but I've only played the first split, and I was kind of sad to know that the badges that I got and like the rank that I received in the first split didn't even count towards the actual like rank. So I guess I was like, oh, maybe I should have read the patch notes, but I didn't remember that it said that or anything like that. But yeah, I was like, no, like, oh, I'm not gonna get my badge. That was really sad. I'm not gonna lie. I think that really did affect a lot of people to not receive their rewards, but yeah. But I do think that this season, yeah, any split like highest peak counts. So that's good. They did fix it, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah. What do you do when you lose a lot of RP that day? Sometimes I feel tired because of that and I need to push myself to be good. Here's the key, okay? Here's the key. If you feel that you are losing a lot of RP, you need to stop playing. Truly. Like, that's what traps people in the most. Is like it's kind of like a gotcha, you know? It's kind of like gambling in a way, you know? Like when you win one game but you're on a constant loss after that, you need to stop. You know what I mean? You need to stop. You need to reassess things. You need to go have some water, take a break. If you really want to play that day still, but you're still losing, I think it's better that you're spending your time more so playing pubs or just practicing versus actually playing. There is other things you can do, like, you know, I don't know, change of scenery, right? Like changing your server, changing the people you play with. But I personally, like, for example, in my D2 stream, if you guys didn't notice, I didn't play a long time because I noticed that I was losing constantly afterwards. Like, after I got my big win, I noticed that I was slowly losing all of it, you know? And from that, I just knew in myself that even though I'm not playing terribly, I'm still losing. It's more worth it for me to not play and still end on a gain than it is to end on a loss. You know? Exactly. You have to set a limit for yourself. Like, if you are playing and let's say like you're D2 and you're like, you D rank all the way from D2 to like D3 and you're about to D rank to D4, like, you should know by that point you need to stop playing. You just need to stop playing. You know, it's not worth it for you. Even if you got a slightly decent good game, okay? Even if you won the next game, you need to end on that win, because you can't end, like, even if you're on a mega loss and you won that one game, it's not gonna magically be like, oh, okay, since I won this game, I might as well go play. Like, no, you're still gonna be on a losing streak, you know? You're still gonna be on a losing streak. But yeah. Do I like cats? I do like cats. I like all animals. I do. But yeah, that's kind of what I think about it. Personally, for me, my own self, if I lose like half a tier, so like, let's say I'm exactly at D2, and like, let's say like I D rank to like mid D3, I would stop. Personally, that's just me. I would stop, you know? But that's besides the point. Like, you know? Oh, I think I should reread the first. Oh, did you see? Wait, that's a good way to look at it. It's just like gambling. You should set yourself a soft limit that once you hit, you can keep going, because it's just. Oh, okay, never mind. That was not. I thought you were gonna be. I thought you were gonna be on my side. I thought you were gonna be on my team. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Yeah. So, but don't feel discouraged, okay? There's always gonna be days where you are going to lose. There's always gonna be days that you are going to lose. Just like there's always gonna be days where you are going to win. You know? Arya, no worries. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a good day at work. Yeah. Wow, thank you so much. Arigato. What the heck? Jojo, time for treats, and Arya too? What the heck? No. What about treats for me, huh? Do I not deserve a treat? Have I not been a good girl? Huh? I want some treats. Why is it always going to him? Look at him. He's too chubby. What about me? But yeah. You know? Is there any sort of change you're secretly hoping for next season? I personally hope that for solo players, they have some sort of loss, forgiveness, or they have something to help. Because not everybody... I understand that Apex is a team game. I understand that Respawn devs are very cool and they really want you to play Apex with your friends. I understand that. Hey all, thank you so much for joining. Hello. I completely understand that. But I think not everybody has people readily available to play games with. And sometimes you just kind of have to face the facts that people might not have, you know, like, people might not have or be privileged enough to have other friends to play games with. Because when I grew up and I was younger, I didn't have anybody to play games with. I literally bought Monopoly and could not play it because I had nobody to play with. Not my family, nobody. Nobody wanted to play Monopoly with me, nothing. So I think in those cases, it would be a good idea to inspire people who can't play, like strictly cannot play with people and they don't have that person yet in their life, to be able to give the same equal opportunity as people that have friends. That's just my suggestion. But I do enjoy and I do understand that you know, Respawn does intend that Apex is a team game, because it is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it is a team game, you know? But I think we can all appreciate that the Respawn devs did actually listen to us, because I had been asking for solos for a very long time, and they did bring it. Because I remember that they specifically wrote that they were not going to bring solos ever back to Apex, but very clearly they did listen to the community, and after a while they did bring it back. So I think we can't always look at negatives, but we also have to celebrate positives, you know? So every small victory is still a victory. Even if it's an LTM. Yeah, exactly. Even if it's an LTM. And also Grand Hawk, wow, thank you so much. Treats for just for Arya, I guess. Stop putting I guess. Stop putting I guess. Put treats for Arya just for you. Thank you so much for being with me. Here you go. Here's some treats. I don't know. Can't watch the stream today, but I always love your stream. Take care, Arya. Have fun, Wingman. And treats for Arya, I guess. Stop! What the heck? Thank you so much. You don't have to donate to say that, but stop it. No, it is not just treats for me, I guess. That's not how it works. It's treats for me. Yippee! Okay? Not treats for me, I guess, you know? But yeah. Every win is still a win, okay? Regardless of how we got there or how we got it. Yeah, you guys have to stop saying I guess. Exactly. No, OMG, treat time? Yippee! Yeah, treat time. Only for me, not for Jojo. Not for Jojo. Only for me. What counts as a treat? Chips. Duh. Chips are always a good treat. Treats for Jojo, yippee. No. Simply no. Look into my eyes, okay? Look into my eyes. No. No. No more treats for Jojo. No more treats. He is fat. He doesn't need it. I was being nice before and calling him a fluffy, chubby man, but now he's just gonna get fat. Do you want your Kami Oshi to get fat? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So stop it with the treats for Jojo and spoil me instead. Yippee! Spoil me instead. Okay? Good. This is one content I've always wanted to do, but I always wanted to get Jojo and do a treat tier list. But I needed Jojo here for that, and he's not here, and he's not gonna be here. But I was gonna get him a bunch of treats and see if he could do a treat tier list. So are you gonna get fat now instead of Jojo? Yes. Treats for the cute one. Oh, thank you so much. I know you think I'm just so cute. Thank you very much. Guys, I'm just joking. Don't actually give it to me or anything. I was just kidding. Spoiling Arya arc? Oh my goodness. Hi, please. You're already spoiling me by cosplaying me. I'm still waiting for it. I'll give you some pocket money. Wa, arigato. But no, you don't have to do that. I was just joking. I have my chip money already. What the heck? Everyone, thank you. But if Jojo gets bigger, more surface area to hug, unless you want the same. Okay, that is true, but that is true. However, counterpoint, it is bad for his health. Is it not bad for his health? For him to get bigger?
Potato chips for Arya. Thank you so much. But no, don't actually do that, guys. You don't actually have to do that. I was just like teasing you. I like teasing you, my wingman. Cheese for Arya. Treat time. Treats for me. Yippee. No, I'm just joking. Dude, don't actually do that. If you insist, haha, yippee. No, stop. I was just kidding. I was just joking. You guys are too silly. You guys take everything so seriously. It's already being made. Wow. I'm so sad. I wish I had my reference sheet already so I could like show you exactly like all the details, because I know like this dress, or like here, sorry Jojo, I'm gonna let go of you for 1 second, but like I know the dress is kind of like, it looks pretty complicated, right? But I wish I could give you the side profile so soon, so I know that they'll still do a good job about it, of course, but I'm very excited. But yeah, if you ever need like specific details, I will be free. Feel free to let me know. I will even show you my nails. I will give you my nails and how they look. Yeah. I was asking about when the reference sheet was gonna be made though, but I hope it's gonna be sometime soon. What can we expect from the back view? There is something pretty cool on the back. It does have to do with you know, a motif that is very prominently featured on my design. That's all I'll say. But yeah, vet money for Jojo to give him more treats. Waha! Arigato, but stop it. No more treats. No more treats. Yippee! Yippee! Thank you so much, but no more. No more. But yeah. Ooh, wait, somebody already got it. What the heck? Oh, okay, well, I don't want to spoil it, but somebody already said it. But yeah, it is really cool though. It is one of my favorite aspects. You guys are too smart. Wait, I did mention it before? Wait, I did? Aw, man, this is why I'm so bad at keeping secrets. Oh man. Well, yeah, it is the gold spine on the back. But you guys don't know what it looks like. You guys just know what it is. Oh man. No, it is not a back tat. But tats are cool. I wouldn't mind having tats, but yeah. I unfortunately do not have tats. Wow, thank you so much. Let's go. No donating. I did tell you guys. When did I say it? I don't remember. I feel like you guys are gaslighting me. Yes, I'm taking Jita's word. I feel like you guys are gaslighting. I don't remember. Tom Holland for real? Stop! No! I'm not Arya Holland. Hi. What design would you want as a tattoo? Oh god, I'm not sure. I feel like knives would be so super cool, like a blade or something somewhere. I don't know. I really do not know. I don't know where I would put it. Could you imagine one like on my thigh or something? That'd be really cool. Or yeah, like on my arm or something, or on my wrist, but I know like wrist really hurts. But I feel like that would be really nice. I don't know, like where else could it be? I feel like I don't really have like a spot. Maybe on my calf, but I'm not too sure. What are you guys looking at? Huh? What are you guys eye emojing about? Boot knife? You guys already know everything. This is why I'm so bad at keeping secrets.
I have to stop telling you guys things. I have to just be like so straight-faced. I have to literally be like the straight-faced emoji so I don't say anything to you guys. My nails, of course. Oh, you want to see my nails? Okay. Here you go. Here's my nails. Yeah, they're actually super cool. Actually, Yitzy Mama drew the nails and like gave me like so many options because I specifically asked for like nail art and I was like worried about it, but yeah. Ah, arigato! Stop it. No more donating. No. And wait, I couldn't read the top one. But yeah. How do I type on a Mac keyboard? Actually quite simple. Very simple. Very, very simply. But when they're super long, then sometimes I hit the wrong button. Then sometimes I do hit the wrong button. Girls with knives are hot. Oh my god, thanks. I know a lot of people were like asking me when I debuted, like, oh, like, why do you like knives? Like, what is it about knives that you like, you know, like, why did you say you like sharp things? Like, what does that mean? But I think it's just because I think knives are cool. Like, I think blades are super cool. Part of the reason I really like Wraith is because of her kunai. I just really, really love how it looks. So I just think the blade itself is really cool. And I always feel like, I don't know, like something about like the word like sharp, like, you know, a girl who's very sharp or like something like very sharp. I feel like I kind of have that like feeling throughout, you know, like when I play Apex and even throughout my design, like I have long black hair, you know, I feel like it's just like gives me like that appeal of like sharp and cool, you know? So I think that's kind of why I really like it a lot. Yeah, Raids Kunai, but I actually like the sunset version more than the original version now for some reason. I just love that there's like red and purple mixed into it. It's so cool. Donating more just cuz. Thank you for showing us your nails. Yeah, no problem. If you ever want to see my nails again, you can always just ask. Donate more just cuz. Wow, thank you so much, but you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. Wow. But seriously though, what are the chances we get a ball/sweaty toggle for your next outfit? Oh gosh. I know a lot of like live 2D or artists don't really like their art being bald, so I don't know. I don't know if that would be a possibility, but I'm not bald Wraith. I am not a bald Wraith player. 1 mil I already promised. Okay, well, you guys are gonna have to convince Mana-san, not me. You guys are gonna have to really want it. I recently got heirloom shards. What should I buy with it? Wraith kunai? Wow. That's up to you, really. Like, I would say buy whoever is your main, because then you will see the heirloom the most. But if you're just gonna buy just for aesthetic purposes, then I personally always will like and love Wraith's kunai. But I think Loba's fan is also really cool. I also really like Loba's fan. But yeah, I would always say buy your main first. Or the universal heirloom. That's true too. The universal one. Ooh, holding on to my shards, hoping for catalyst heirloom. Very true. I hope that they do bring back character heirlooms again, because I know that some posts were saying that they weren't, but I really hope that they do bring them back. No, honestly, Gibby has a really good heirloom. Gibby does have a really good heirloom. You're very correct. And Octane recently had a recolor of his butterfly knife as well. I really wanted it, but I held back. What was your impression of Ashes? I know a lot of people liked calling them pool toys, like pool noodles. Oh, you know what? I know a lot of people did not really like Ashes, and I think that's because specifically with Ashe, she just had so much potential with, especially with her blade, and like the fact that she's like a Titanfall character, right? So I think that's why like people were, I don't think anybody would have been very like highly satisfied with Ashe's heirloom in particular, but I still think they did a good job of making it very unique, you know? And all I was hoping for was a rat inspect. So I'm like happy that we got the rat inspect. So I personally still think it's S tier, but because of the rat inspect, but I know I know other people were kind of like, you know. But yeah, that's another thing too. I think a lot of people don't understand that Ashe's nunchucks actually like move around so well and so nice. That's why I kind of like watching people play Ashe sometimes. Yeah. I'm still waiting for the day that they give out dive trails for mythic skins. Oh yeah, no, I agree. They really need to do that. They really need to do that. You know though, there is one dive trail in the game that is my ultimate favorite dive trail, and I actually tried to play and get masters every season that this dive trail was going to be the reward, because I loved it so much. It's actually the lightning purple lightning one, and it's like dark. That one is my favorite trail in the whole entire game, and I was so sad. Yeah, the electric one. And I was so sad that they were removing dive trails, because in particular I would always make sure to get masters on the seasons that that one was going to be released or given out. They do reuse dive trails per season, so they would rotate them. So it was like the electric one, then it was like a meteor one, then it was like a plain kind of star, shining star one, and they would kind of rotate them. But that one was my ultimate favorite, so I really hope that comes back in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like it'll never replace that one in my heart. Like in my kokoro, that one is always going to be my favorite, and I really hope that it comes back, but I doubt that it will. But I really hope it does. In my kokoro, yeah. In my kokoro, you know, my tomodachis are always gonna be in my kokoro. My wingmen are always gonna be in my kokoro. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I just really hope that they bring it back, because I wouldn't mind buying it because it would be permanent at that point, right? So like, I want it to be my permanent skin. Oh my god, yes, I use the Revenant one too. I always like using the Revenant one because it scares like the common player that doesn't realize. Because remember on my stream, somebody was like, oh my god, you're taking us to the Pred. And it's like, that guy's not Pred, he just has the Revenant trail, guys. He just paid money. He's not Pred. And then they were like, oh, really? So it does actually scare people. Like, I just like knew, I had a theory in my head that people still believe that it's a Pred trail. And I proved my theory correct. Yep. It scares the commoners. It scares the 9-to-5 dads. But yeah, I really hope that it does come back, because I really like it, but I don't know. I really do not know. At least I'm hoping. Aww. No crypto heirloom. Crypto's heirloom is pretty cool, but I just don't have much to say about it, to be honest. I feel like it's so similar with the Watson heirloom as well. I just don't have much to say about it, you know? Big Chorizo's alt is Pred, no need for the budget one. Stop. Ariane emote when? Wow, that would actually be a very good idea. I definitely should make one. I still should make one. But speaking about Ariane, I think it's quite about time that we start heading out. What do we think? What do we think? I think I am very excited for more emotes for sure, but I think we should be wrapping things up. So, now, what do we think? Thank you for keeping me company, though. I had a lot of fun. I really needed the company today, so I really appreciate it. I hope I can make you guys proud and get masters. But, of course, no promises. But, yeah. I will be sure to record my reaction if I do get masters, though, even if it's like 5 a.m. I think we had a lot of fun and good chats. I'm so happy that I'm able to share embarrassing stories and not get heavily judged for it. But I had a lot of fun. Aryan, before we go, Wingman, please say goodbye to Jojo. I know you want to. Wow, Groundhog! Wow, thank you so much. You do not have to do this. Please, no more gifting or doing anything like this. No more. I really appreciate it though. Otsu Jojo! Otsu Jojo! Bye bye! I had a lot of fun, everyone. I hope to see you guys hanging out in Jiwa's stream. I believe she is playing Overwatch today. I want to join her soon for some ranked, but obviously not today or maybe this week. But yeah, I hope I can join her sometime. Only treats for Jojo and not for me. Whatever. It's not like I care anymore. It's not like I care anymore. Anyways, bye, Wingman. I'll see you later. Bye bye.